Hey everyone, welcome to week 3 of Fat Lad Ad, trying to become Fit Lad Ad. It's Sunday morning, not particularly, about sort of 10:30, sorry, about 11 o'clock actually, and I'm out for a bit of a walk. Yeah, I'm out for a bit of a walk in the local nature reserve just out the back of my house, and yeah, had a pretty bad end to week 2. Had to drive up to my mum and dad's in Durham at the fairly last minute decision to go. Didn't need to go, but basically my dad, who was also a bit of a cyclist himself, but also pushing 70, was been on the lookout for a flat bar sort of road bike, not quite as aggressive as a road bike, but something flat bar, because he's struggling to get down on his drops on his road. He's got a really lovely, well, more about that, he's got a really lovely 90s road bike, more about that in a second. But yeah, he's struggling to get down on the drops, and he's starting not to enjoy his riding. And he actually, because the other week, because he was so far down on the drops, he actually drove into the back of a car. Thankfully he was alright, there was no real damage to the car, although he left his phone number and everything, as you would. But yeah, so it just so happened that I went to my neighbour's house for a drink on Wednesday night, and he happened to mention that he had one and he was looking to sell it. So I went to have a look, sent some pictures to my dad, and he liked it. So I thought, you know, when he said he wanted it, I thought I'd buy it. And because I was off this week, or last week rather, Friday I decided to go up and visit for the night. Couldn't go for much longer than that, I got responsibilities at home. But yeah, so I went up to visit my mum and dad last minute. It's about 3.5 hour drive from here, so it's it's quite a lot of time out of my days. But that meant we went out for a meal, and my parents do like a drink, as I do, so we had a fair few to drink on Friday night in a new pub in my parents' town, which was nice. But yeah, I had a pretty big Italian meal on Friday night, and then my mum made me, before I left on Saturday morning, Mum made me some bacon and sausage sandwiches, which was nice, but obviously not great for the old diet. So yeah, and obviously we've been away, I didn't, and you know, spending a lot of time on the road, I didn't have a lot of time for exercise. And when I got back yesterday, it was about lunchtime, but I was knackered, so I didn't, you know, I had planned to go on my turbo trainer, but I just couldn't get the energy going to get on it. And then also, there's a new Indian takeaway just opened at the end of our road, so we decided to give that a try. So yeah, another particularly bad meal. After, you know, this is all after I had a pretty good weigh-in, you know, lost another 1.5 pounds roughly, maybe almost 2 pounds in week 2, which is pretty good going. A little bit less than I thought I would, but then I did have a couple of slips midweek as well. With, you know, we were off work, it was basically our summer holiday, so I'm not too fussed about that. Yeah, so the other thing with going to mum and dad's at the end of the week, I didn't take any real stuff with me to film. I mean, I had my phone, I guess, and I was just a bit busy with one thing or another, so I didn't get a chance to record my weigh-in on Friday morning before I left, or really a sort of a summary of the week. But as you'd seen from the card, hopefully at the end of last week's video, I did lose a couple of pounds, which I'm pretty happy with. Managed to get on my bike a couple of times, a couple of turbo trainer sessions, one of which was included in the vlog, the others you can watch in full on the channel if you like, if that's your bag. I also should apologise for some of the quality of the video last week. Basically, my kit is pretty old. I've got like this little fake, like, I mean, it's a Chinese sort of fake GoPro action camera thing that I bought for cycling a while back, mainly recording my commutes to work, because I was commuting through a town and getting some of the driving was pretty atrocious around cycling and stuff, so I used to use it to record that as almost like a dash cam. So it's not the best quality. It's certainly not very, it has no stabilisation in. I tried doing a bit of stabilisation in Adobe Premiere Pro, but it wasn't great. Yeah, even with the stabilisation in Premiere Pro, it was pretty bad. And I gave myself motion sickness doing the editing, so I can understand if anybody watches it and turns it off, especially the bike rides I did. Yeah, I'm gonna look at maybe getting a better camera. As I say, my phone, even this old phone, which is like 5 years old now, the camera stabilisation in it is a lot better than my action camera. So I've basically got myself a cheap selfie stick with a button control on it, so I can. It's on charge at the moment. I'm using my old one at the moment. I've got a new one which is on charge, which has like a Bluetooth connection and a button, so I can control the camera, which would be nice. So I'm going to do a lot more of my walking and talking vlogs with my phone, because the camera is so much better. And I have got a new phone on the way. It's a new Samsung, but I think with the problems with all the chip shortages and stuff, it keeps getting delayed. So it should have been here at the end of this week, but I got an email a couple of days ago saying it had been delayed another 2 to 3 weeks. So I think I'll be lucky if I get it in September, to be honest. I may cancel it and look for something else, I don't know. Because the main problem with this phone is the battery life is terrible now. I basically can't get through the day, can't get through 24 hours without having to charge it somehow. Yeah, but I'm hoping the footage will improve, and maybe I'll look at see if I can find a better option for a camera to record my bike rides, because I don't really want to use my phone for that, obviously, because I don't want to, especially when I get my new one, I don't want to risk that damaging. I'd much rather damage a standalone camera. So I might just look for a better option. Thinking maybe like a second-hand GoPro. I've also seen been watching a few videos on YouTube where people are reviewing cheaper options, and it seems like there's actually, my Chinese cheap GoPro is probably 10 years old. Well, not quite that, but the modern alternatives still as cheap, but have the image stabilisation and stuff, so might do some of that. Not the most comfortable bench, sorted out Shropshire Council. But yeah, what's in store for this week? Well, starting off with a walk. I know a couple of days into this week already, and I haven't really done anything. But yeah, starting off with a walk in the country park. Just a quick short walk back via the Sainsbury's to get some supplies, because we haven't done any shopping yet this week. That's the plan for this afternoon, to do some online grocery shopping. And then I might do a turbo trainer session this afternoon as well, just because it's been a couple of days. I really want to do 3 a week if possible. I only managed 2 last week, although I did go out on my bike instead, so that's not too bad. So yeah, not going to film much more of this walk because it's the same route I've done before, but I'll probably speak to you either tomorrow, where I might go out for where I might try a run, or maybe later if I do a turbo session. I'll also put some of that intro on the video as well. But since I'm doing most of the introduction for the week on this video, maybe I won't. Everyone, Ad here. It's Monday. It's Monday afternoon. I just finished work for the day. It's just gone 5, and I thought I'd jump on my bike for a quick Zwift session before tea, because I probably won't have time later in the evening. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, because what I'm planning to do today is an FTP test, an FTP ramp test. I know there's other variations on the FTP test around, but basically I chose the ramp test because it's the last one I've ever done, although it was in probably February 2020, just before lockdown, when I briefly joined the gym before it shut due to COVID. So yeah, they had a watt bike and I did an FTP test. Basically my gym induction, low key. I told him I wanted to get into cycling again, and he said, "Why don't you do an FTP test on the watt bike and see where you are?" So that was the last, and it was a ramp test he told me to do. So yeah, I'm going to do a ramp test and see how I compare to that result back in 2020, which I was definitely a little lighter. I'm not sure I was that much fitter than I am now, but I was definitely a little lighter, so I don't know how much difference that makes. And that will give me an accurate FTP to put into Zwift and Strava so I can see where my heart rate zones are. But I don't know how it's going to go. Yeah. Oh, well, it's done. It's given me a new FTP reading, which is obviously way lower than my last one, where I hoped it would be. Actually, I thought it might be lower, but not by so much, maybe 10 or 20 lower. So I'm a bit gutted with that, to be honest. But hopefully, you know, in the next one, in sort of 5-6 weeks time, I can if I can put sort of 5-10% on that, 5-10% on that, and then keep working on it. I know like FTP is so difficult to improve, but I know I've been higher. I know I can do better, even though I'm sort of 2 years older and a bit fatter. I didn't think I was that much unfitter because I did it just as I was starting out on a gym membership, because I was sort of in a similar position as I am now, only looked slightly less fat, in that I hadn't done exercise for a while and felt like crap. But well, it is what it is. Anyway, that's it from me for today. Tomorrow I may do another session on here, to be honest, because I'd like to get 3 in this week, certainly 3 in before Friday. So if I do tomorrow and then Thursday, then that'll be the 3 sessions. But also if I don't do that, then I'll either go for a walk or a run or something anyway. So I'll speak to you then. Have a good one.
Voiceover ad here. I just wanted to share with you what I've been having for lunches this week. We decided to make sort of like Gray's box style things. So it's basically a few crackers, some grapes, a bit of light cheese, some chicken slices, and a few almonds. It was pretty tasty and not very calorific either. It was quite nice.
I haven't actually been here before, I don't think, anyway. This looks a bit of a narrow passage through here. I don't really know where it goes, but should be fun. Into another field, and where they're building a load more houses is. I wonder where this path goes. I'm not sure I've got time to explore it now, but I might come another day and take a look. A fat lad dad, trying to become fit lad dad. I'm not got much to report today. I've been at work all day. It's just gone sort of 5:45, something like that, and I'm on a bit of a brief walk just before I have something to eat. Yeah, because I've been basically sedentary all day. I was going to try and get out for a walk at lunchtime, but didn't get as long as I'd hoped for lunch, so here I am. As for tomorrow, basically it's going to be similar, except that I'm going to try and get up a bit earlier tomorrow. Maybe try and do a Zwift session before work, which would be great if I could, but I have trouble getting my ass out of bed, basically. But you know, got to do these things if you want to work and be fit at the same time. The other thing I might do tonight actually is My wife has expressed an interest in doing a fitness video. I was maybe going to do a Zwift session, but actually we're doing one in the morning. I don't probably won't do that. So fitness video sounds like a good laugh. She won't want to be filmed. I'll try and film it so just I'm being filmed. But if not, I'll just do a quick bit to camera just to tell you how it went and show you my sort of stats from, I don't know, my watch, I guess. So yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, then tomorrow evening, I'm not going to make any commitments, but I am thinking about going on a walk, like a group walk that I've seen advertised on Facebook, on the locals like Facebook group. So if I do, I'll definitely record it on my watch and show you the Strava card and talk about it. But I probably won't do much actual filming. Certainly not like actually talking. I might film like some scenery and stuff like that, just to sort of show you how I went. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good group walk, and it'll be like a group walk I can do going forward all through the winter if they keep it up during the winter. It's only just started the group, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully, as you know, just I think I mentioned before, I haven't actually lived in Shrewsbury very long. Well, it's been a while, but with lockdown and stuff, it doesn't feel very long at all. And yeah, so I don't have many friends. My neighbours and stuff are pretty good friends, but I'd like to branch out my circle of friends, find some people to do things with. So yeah, hopefully this will be the start of that, and I'll let you know. Have a good day, everybody. I have absolutely no coordination. Well, actually, that wasn't bad. I maybe didn't do it quite as aggressively as the guy was saying, but there was like a larger guy on one side of the screen doing like a very low impact version, and then there was a super fit woman on the right hand side of the screen was doing a high impact version, and then the actual instructor was doing a mix of both. So I did mostly the low impact, a little bit of the high impact, but yeah, mostly low impact. But I actually didn't enjoy it. It actually went over quicker than I thought. It was like 26 minutes or something like that. So I might do another one of them in a couple of days, but more on the bike tomorrow, I think. Hey everyone, just a quick introduction today because I'm actually listening to a webinar which is work related, so I should concentrate, but I thought I'd use the hour of this webinar to do a bit of Zwifting because I don't have to interact with it, I just have to listen to it. It's Wednesday, it's about sort of 11:15 I guess, so I'm going to do about sort of 45 minutes on Zwift while this webinar is going on. So yeah, here we go. So that might be it for me from today. I'm thinking about going for a walk later, I think I mentioned yesterday. Haven't decided yet whether I'm going to go or not. I mean, if I don't go on the group walk, I may just go on my own walk as I usually do, but if I do, I probably won't film that because you've seen that plenty of times so far, unless something different happens, I could go a different route or something, which probably not because it'll be dark. But if I go on this group walk, I probably won't film much of it. I might take some like scenery and then maybe do a quick vlog to camera afterwards, just to sort of let you know how it was and actually what it was, because I think it's quite interesting if I go. It's just have a bit of anxiety about going because it involves actually meeting people, which I'm not too good at. So yeah, I'll speak to you later. Oh, you are f***ing kidding me. It's just taken me like 20 minutes to get ready for this Zwift ride. Like finding all the stuff I need, finding out my headphones weren't charged. I'm rather annoyed. And then I get everything I think ready and turn on Zwift and it needs to update. Of course it does. Of course it needs to update. Hey everyone, a rather peed off ad here. It's Thursday night, week 3, and I thought at sort of 9 o'clock I would do a Zwift session. Unfortunately, it just seems like everything has been against me to get this Zwift session going. First of all, I had to move everything in here because my computer I use during the day. I had to switch it, hook everything up. I had to get my phone camera sorted, and then I wanted to listen to some music. Realised my headphones weren't charged. I really need some decent wireless headphones rather than cheap Chinese ones I've got that just don't seem to only charge half the time. Anyway, I'm here now. It's now like 9:30. I'm really not up for this now because I'm a little bit annoyed, but maybe it'll make me work harder, but more than likely it'll just make me quit after 10 minutes. But we'll see how it goes. It's weighing day tomorrow, so I want to do something. You know, I want to, I feel like I've done a lot of activities this week, but they've all been really low impact. And like in the last couple of weeks, the previous 2 weeks, I've felt like I've lost weight in myself, but this week I feel like I put weight on. So just to give me a bit of confidence going into tomorrow's weigh-in, I thought I wanted to do like a really sort of decent, maybe like half an hour, 40 minutes on Zwift. I was even going to maybe try like one of the beginner workouts. I still might do that, but just to see how far I get. But I just don't know. I'm rather annoyed. I'll save my headphones, my wireless headphones working, so I'm going to have to use these old, like the foams coming out and all sorts, these old Sony wired headphones on my tablet for music, because I don't think I can do this again without music. It was hard enough doing it with that webinar the other day, which was frustrating. But so yeah, I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to get going. Probably won't speak very much, so if you want to skip this video, you probably feel free. And I'll speak to you later at the end. I'll speak to you at the end probably. Oh, my balls. I don't find that particularly exhausting, but my backside really hurt, and my undercarriage. I mean, these are the cheaper of my 2 pairs of boot shorts, but I had my more expensive ones on for the ride yesterday, for the Zwift session yesterday, and that was half this length and they still hurt. I really hope when my weight comes down that'll help, because at the moment I don't think I can keep this up. I certainly don't think I can do rides as long as that every 2 days. I also need to find my gloves. I think that might help as well, because I kind of have to lean back because my hands were hurting. I've got some decent like fingerless gloves, but I only seem to be able to find one hand at a time. Yeah, So far, I know where the left hand is, and I've seen the right hand recently, but I have no idea where it's gone. Anyway, that's it for me today. Weighing tomorrow. Please join me for that. At least with this, I've got a bit of confidence going tomorrow that at least won't go up in weight. So yeah, I'll speak to you then. Cheers. Hey everybody, it's weighing day week 3. Not sure how this is going to go. I've done a fair bit of activities and stuff this week, like lots of walking and 3 Zwift sessions, but none of them have been particularly intense. A couple of Zwift sessions have been particularly intense, but certainly the walking and the workout routine I did were not particularly high impact. So and I had a great weekend at the beginning of the week, which meant that I also drank a lot and ate a lot, which meant I was obviously on the back foot for the rest of the week. But we'll see how it goes. I'll be happy. I'd be happy staying the same. I'd be ecstatic with losing a pound. I'd be over the moon if I lost more than a pound, basically. So let's go. I'm hopefully got a camera on my scales, which will hopefully film the screen on the scales without without showing too much. I've got some kecks on, some undercurrent, some boxer shorts on, so hopefully if there's an accidental reflection you won't see much because I'm not quite naked, but I'm close to. Okay, let's go. I'm going to put this phone down because I don't want the phone. It's quite a big phone. I mean, it's not going to make a huge difference, but I don't want the phone to contribute to the weight. So I'm going to put this down. I don't think you'll probably be able to see me, but you'll be able to hear me at least. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Well, that's the end of Fat Lad Ad week 3. It's Friday night now. I did my weigh-in this morning, but it's now Friday night. I'm just editing the vlog, and I realised I haven't recorded an outro yet, so I thought I'd better get on with that. Yeah, so it's been a busy week this week. I've been back at work after my week on leave previous week, so I didn't have a huge amount of time for any sort of days out or anything like that. So sorry, it's maybe been a little bit um, dull this week. I guess there's been a little bit of walking, a lot of Zwifting, and an exercise routine, which I quite enjoyed, which I'm going to do again tomorrow probably. So this week has actually been pretty good considering at the start of the week I was at home visiting my parents, and we went out for a meal, had a lot of wine and gin and beer and some nice food, and I had a couple of takeaways as well over the weekend. So basically, I was starting the sort of working week knowing that I was already behind with my calories, and I needed to, do something drastic to get on top of things. Every weekend is not going to be like that, but I do think I probably will have bit of a slap up meal at least once every weekend. Done quite a lot of exercise, none of it particularly high impact, but I've done three Zwift sessions, which is my target for the week. I want to get either 3 Zwift sessions in, or combined with actual bike rides, 3 bike rides, including Zwift sessions. So I did that. I did an exercise routine, which is quite fun, and I'll probably do that again this weekend and maybe once during the week. And I did a bit of walking. One thing I didn't tell you about in the vlog, which I kind of kept hinting at, which I realized I didn't actually expand on, was the walk I did on Thursday night, I think it was. So I didn't sort of commit to it because I wasn't sure whether I was going to go, but I did go in the end, and I'm actually really glad I did. So basically, it's a men's walking group for mental health. So it's a walking group where men go to chat and just like air their problems and things like that. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of really good guys there. There was like I think 15 of us. It's only been going a couple of weeks, and there's about 15 people already. And they were like, I didn't speak to every person there, but I think I spoke to probably 5 or 6 of them, and they were all really nice guys. A couple of ex-forces guys, obviously, with the baggage of that come the emotional baggage that comes with being a vet and all that kind of stuff. But also just guys like me who didn't, just needed to get out of the house, needed to meet people. I mean, ultimately that's why I'm going, because I just moved to Shrewsbury. I don't really know anybody other than my next door neighbours. So yeah, so it was a good group. I'm definitely going to go again. It wasn't the most energetic walk, but that's not why I went. So, but it got me another couple of miles in my legs, and I really enjoyed it. Then yeah, so weight wise, I did better than I was expecting, because as I say, I was on the back foot at the start of the week and didn't do anything particularly intense exercise wise, but there was consistency. So I basically lost another 2 pounds this week. So my weight at the start of the week was 18 stone, 8.5 pounds. This morning it was 18 stone, 6.6 pounds. So basically, as near as damn it to £2 lost, or 0. Just under a kilogram lost, which I'm pretty happy with, considering if I can keep that up sort of £2 to £3 a week, I'll be pretty much happy with my target of sort of half a stone a month, which I'm already ahead of because I've already lost 8.4 pounds in just over 3 weeks. So, if next week I could lose the same, then I'll be well on track to lose a stone sometime in October, which will be awesome, really awesome. I'm already starting to feel a lot better in terms of like my health. I think it's starting to feel a bit fitter. My clothes just feel a little bit looser. Not massively so. I'm still obviously a big fat guy, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going and where this is going. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Please keep watching the videos, keep liking, keep subscribing if you are. If you're not subscribing, please consider subscribing. It's completely free. It benefits me, and you get to keep watching this idiot fail to lose weight or succeed to lose weight. We'll see. Next week, similar story to this week, really. I'm obviously working again. I'm not sure what the weather forecast is doing, but I'm going to try and get out over the weekend, either do a walk or like a longish walk or a bike ride. I'm not sure yet. Maybe both. We'll see. And then it'll be more Zwift. Hopefully the men's walk will be on again this week, but it's weather depending. And yeah, hopefully I can keep my eating under reasonable control. I mean, I haven't specifically been dieting other than just watching my calories on MyFitnessPal and making sure I'm burning more than I'm consuming, which I pretty much am. Uh, about that, I'm hoping that at some point on this journey, I'll be able to show you a proper dashboard with all that information on at the end. So as I'm talking over it, it'll start showing. It'll maybe loop around my weight lost and the calories consumed and the exercise I've done for the week, so you can kind of see where I'm going. And you can comment and tell me where I'm going wrong, if I'm going wrong, if I'm consuming too much of one thing or not consuming enough of another, or I'm doing the wrong kind of exercise. By all means, give me some feedback, and also just give me feedback on the videos as well. If there's anything you want to see or you're sick of seeing, feel free to let me know. Anyway, that's all from me for this week. I hope you guys have had a good week and have been successful in whatever you've been doing as well. Let me know in the comments if you're doing a similar kind of thing and how you've been doing. And I will speak to you at the end of next week, where hopefully I'll be a little bit lighter and a little bit fitter. Cheers. Goodbye.